How are you all doing? Chilly Saturday. Hope you're all well. So I've got fluff all around the sock. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my vlog. Yeah, just a bit of a catch up, I'm afraid. My apologies, I put a video out midweek. Had a bit of cycling in it, so that was great. It was up in Berkshire with Neil. And I just thought I'd just have a bit of a quick update with you. I'm hoping to strip my Roubaix down, so Ruby, trying to take the name away so there's no emotional connection. Chop. No, not that I'm chopping it to pieces. Not sure what I'm going to do with the frame actually. I did kind of and ah for sticking a Tiagra set on there, group set on there or something, just so it was rideable. But to be honest, the amount of money, I might as well save that amount of money and just strip it down as I promised myself, and put everything across to the new Emonda. So which is great, which is actually got that some news on that coming anyway. So for the Emonda, I've obviously going to use the crankset. I'm going to use the levers from Ruby. I'm also going to use the wheels. I've got some Mavics and I've got some Giant SL1s, so I'll be using those wheels, so no hassles there. I've purchased some direct mount brakes, as you know. I've got a wheels bottom bracket due to not being able to use Hambini's BB. So yeah, so what else have I've purchased some brake calipers, direct mount, as you know. Did I just say that? I might have just said that. But also I decided, because I'm using well, I say I'm using R700, but actually the brake levers are 5800. So, but I have purchased a front and rear mech, so I bought a new R700 front and rear mech for the Emonda. So the only thing that is going to be the 5800 is going to be the levers. So yeah, they'll be fine. They will be just as good. So no worries there. Actually, I better check to see if they work, but I shouldn't say that they wouldn't. So yeah, so I need to strip that down, and I was hoping to do that today, but all this week, as some of you know, I wasn't feeling very well last weekend, and all this week I've been off work, so I haven't been very well, and I've got sort of through the body and headache pain, and now I'm going through the feeling a bit alright through the day, and then in the mornings and in the evenings I feel like crap. So it took me quite a while to actually get going this morning. Well, it's coming up 3 o'clock, so I think the car's coming and I'll have to move out the way. So yeah, so from that point of view, that is all happening next weekend. So I am putting the bike together with Simon Dodd. So Simon Dodd is he has his own business. He's a mobile bike mechanic, and obviously he's got his garage where he works from. Me and Neil last weekend, Saturday, did a maintenance course with him, which was brilliant, and I just threw the question out to him: do you fancy doing my bike with me? Can I? Because obviously he's got all the tools, he's got levers, he's got all the cables and everything, so I just thought I'd ask him. So he's still charging me for it, or even if I am helping out, but to be fair, it just means that that I've got the steerer tube to cut, and I don't want to cut that too short straight away because this is a different shaped bike, so I won't know what height, so things and that. So to be fair, I'm going to go next weekend and I will be putting the bike together with him. So I'm really looking forward to that. So again, it's basically it's a bike build, isn't it? So there were a few little things that I was a bit worried about, but I thought, well, why not first hand go and do it with him? So he was very open to that. So that's all happening next week. Yeah, guys. I don't know if you can see that bridge down there, just by the red car. But when we had all the rain, completely flooded. The water was actually all over that side of the road. So it covered the bridge. You couldn't walk over the bridge at all. There was a lot of water, and it's still quite high now. This is still quite high. So yeah, so that bridge was covered. That's how deep it was along here. As you can still see, it's still it's a load of mud. And this, you couldn't see any of this on the side here. I was amazed how deep. You could just see some of the reefs there, but it will come across here. Lucky for me, I was in the Jeep, but yeah, so we've had a lot of rain, haven't we? And every time it rains for a night, it rained last night, I think, you get a bit of a top up. So anyway, that's the Amonda. Ruby's demise. It's her own bloody fault. Specialised, hashtag specialised pile of poo. And what else? Oh, and I collected my top stone yesterday. And this is, do I get the luck with bikes? Do you think it is just luck with bikes? Because when my knee's fixed, I might just go and play golf again, and the cycling can bugger off. So if you remember, just after Christmas, I took the bike in. I've been riding through all the wet, and I could hear a lot of noise coming from the back, which was the free hub. So they got the bike, I took the bike down to pedal on, they took it in, they rang me up and told me that the rim was all split. WTB rim. Alright, so this is a gravel bike that I'd been riding on the road. So a couple of phone calls later, WTB was sending in a new rim. They were obviously going to pay for the wheel build. Did that, I got it back only a few weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. I haven't done much riding due to my PT sessions and not being able to walk. So I did 60, we worked out it was 65 miles on it when we started hearing, last weekend when I was out with Neil, started hearing the noise. I then got to the cafe, 18 miles I think it was, 19 miles. There was play in the wheel, you could feel it, you could see it. So, and it was coming from the hub. I did the gears, and the gears, you couldn't go all the way through the gears. So I kind of couldn't get to the small ring. So I kind of gathered that the hub had moved. Anyway, I had a wobble. We rode back. I then rang pedal on, told them, took the bike down. They couldn't find anything wrong with it. But then one of the guys come out and said he wasn't happy. This was this week. He's not happy with it. The tension in the spokes had already loosened, even though they'd Loctite them. He wasn't happy. They couldn't do the bike. They were going to do the bike while I waited. So he said he wanted to ring Cannondale, blah blah blah. I'll say long story short, but I've just given you the full story anyway. Rang me yesterday and said Cannondale are going to credit them. Give us a sec. Cannondale's going to credit them, and that I could go and choose a wheel. Now, I've been kind of looking at the hope 25. So he kind of mentioned that, and in the end it was on the website they were 252. I had to pay 54 quid, so I had to pay that for that wheel. I ended up, but because of my OCD, I've ended up buying a front wheel for it as well. They did me a really good price. It was a really good price, so which I haven't changed over. But the luck, that I've had isn't that good, is it, to be fair? But I've got a new Hope wheel on the back. I've got to change over the front, so changing over the rotor and everything. And I bought some new decals because, you know, at the end of the day, I didn't just lose the wheel hubs, I actually lose the decals on that hub as well. So on that hub, on the rim. So, but anyway, so I've got some new decals, so I'm going to redo that as well, and basically just get my bike looking, the top stone looking funky for summer, really, spring, summer. You see all this area around here, you know, to be fair, I've said to my boy, I'm going to sort of do some runs around the fields and see if I can put a little circuit 2-3 miles off-road a bit, just around the fields, which me and him can go and trash when we feel like it. Just do a couple of runs around, 2-3 runs, depending on the length. Anything from 6 to 9 miles would be good. Just round here, it's just on your doorstep, which is what you want, really. And nothing too gnarly for the boy, because some of you know he's only started riding the bike last September and hasn't bothered through the winter. But then I didn't expect him to sort of want to do that anyway. So hopefully if he starts riding in the spring this year, get him riding all through spring and summer, hopefully he'll want to do a bit in the winter next year. So, but we'll see on that, we'll see. Anyway, so people, it was only really just a catch up. My apologies, nothing cycling related, just a bit of a catch up on what's going on. I've been feeling like poo. Hello to all my new subscribers, I hope you're all well, I hope all my regulars are well. And I'll tell you what, hopefully, because I haven't done much riding this year yet, hopefully I can start knocking out some miles, and hopefully I'll see you on the road very soon. Oh. Excuse me. So I meant to add very quickly, reason why you see me out walking is, if you know me well, is one of the things, obviously I've not been riding the bike, so I haven't been getting out there and doing, I've done no exercise this week at all, which has been a bit of a bummer, because especially with the personal training and all that. But even though I'm not feeling great, I've still gone out for a walk. So getting out in nature is quite good. It's always a good healer, all right? Even if it's just half a mile walk, that was about 1.5 miles. But get yourself out there, people. If you're not riding your bike, get yourself out into nature and listen to the birds, whatever. See some of the wildlife. It will just lift your spirits, all right? And me talking to you lifts my spirits, all right? Anyway, lots of love, people. I'll see you on the road very soon.